Just to truly understand our ecosystem, we have two tokens. We have GoldPesa option and we have GoldPesa token. One is called GPO and one is called GPX. GPX is being launched in October of this year, and GPO launched on October last year. We've sold about 6 million tokens of the GPO so far, and we've not done any real formal marketing. We're now starting to turn on the engines, so this is really early days. So that's what you'll see on the exchange. There's very light volume, but there was a number of things we're getting in place. So there's three major steps to understanding a project like ours, right? First is intrinsic value and understanding the fact that everything we've built is taking old finance and bringing it into the crypto markets. From the asset-backed aspect of the token to the fact that we are actually having a real earnings in our ecosystem, which is generated by a code that we call the pawn. And by taking the pawn effectively takes money from a large pool of money, which is the FX markets, which is a massive pool, and it redistributes it to GoldPesa token holders by way of buyback, right? As you saw there. And so this creates earnings. And we know even if you have a hole in the wall and you're getting $1,000 a month rent, that hole will give you a $10,000 value because it's a 10% cap rate, right? So we've given a yield. And that is the only way we can create a gold-backed token that can trade at a premium. Otherwise, it'd be silly to trade a gold-backed token at premium without yield, right? And in order to sell this token, we knew that we needed to create a viral effect. We saw what happened with all these meme tokens. And the fundamental thing that's happening and why everybody knows about them is because it made a lot of money very quickly, right? So I was sitting there thinking, okay, how do I create this viral effect when I'm still an old finance guy? And the only way I knew how to do that was to create a call option. And that is why the GoldPesa option has the potential of 100x or 10x return, and I'll explain why. And has that potential based on some mathematical value which we can calculate. And the math is very simple, right? The GPX token's intrinsic value is equal to the price of 1 gram of gold plus profits generated by our code. The intrinsic value of the option is equal to the price of GPX minus the spot price of gold. If you just remember those two things, you'll understand first what they're valued at and why that's so important, because when things are crashing, nobody knows when to stop selling because nobody understands where Bitcoin's bottom is. There's no mathematical calculation, right? And so when you understand that math and you know that, okay, GPX one day is trading at $100 and the spot price of gold is $50, then the intrinsic value of the option is 100 minus 50. Which is $50, and that's where that number comes from. Now, to get a true grasp, I'm going to go into intrinsic value first, and I'll go into how we're going to get there, because who cares how great the project is if you don't have the marketing and everything else, which I'll get into.